welcome to a nice rainy Monday morning at the shop. We got work to do. Where we last left off, the intake manifold's on. I gotta pull this water pipe back off so we can put the bracket on. That's over there. I actually found another one. So I painted these last night, but they're still really tacky. It was cold in my garage, so I'm just gonna throw that one, and I have other AC brackets. I might still use that one, I don't know. But we gotta throw that on, fill it with oil, prime the oiling system, time it, assemble the timing cover, make sure I have all the little covers and stuff for the timing cover, the exhaust manifold, the turbo's gotta go on before we prime the oiling system. Then we'll start putting the transmission on. I gotta make sure I have the right motor mounts, because I think those might be 90 mounts. I still have the mounts over there. So I have a fancy little timing gadget thing. I didn't have one of these when I did the timing on the Talon, but now I do. I also have the little tool for this and that little screw. They're both over here. I saw these in one of Jaffro's videos, actually. I think it was Jaffro's. It might have been somebody else's, I'm not sure. But this thing, I haven't seen one of these before. And this is cool. Look at that. Goes right into there. Dang. That's gonna make that so much easier. It's nice to have nice things. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so at this point, the turbo's on, the oil feed is on, the oil return is on. We're about ready to prime the oil system. Found the other piece of the timing cover, like behind cover. This is where the timing cover mounts to. I didn't have that on before I put this on, so that's on now. The AC bracket is on. I need to try to find a new O2 housing because this one is still stuck on there. I don't know how to get those off. Yeah, I know I have another O2 housing somewhere. Actually, in fact, this one right here. I have a 14B turbo right here. But anyways, I'm gonna start priming the oil pump. Actually, we gotta get filled first. Then I'll prime it. I'm just running a very basic Resolute 10W30 high mileage motor oil. Nice and cheap, and it'll be fine for right now. Alright, now we should have a full oil pan with no drips on the ground. I have a 14mm socket for the oil pump sprocket. Looks like somehow the oil filter gasket didn't get on there or something. Somehow the gasket got on like that, and I was actually able to tighten it. That's ridiculous. Well, I'm gonna get that replaced before I lose too much of the oil I just put in there. Alright, so now it's going to be time for the timing belt. I have both cam gears at top dead center. The crankshaft sprocket is on the timing mark that's right here. The oil pump is on the timing mark. The oil pump doesn't actually matter because I don't have balance shafts, but it is on the timing mark. So what you're gonna do is go from this timing mark on this side to this timing mark. It's gonna be 39 ribs on the belt. So we're gonna go ahead and count that out. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Right on the money. Must be because I have this. That's pretty nice. I'm going to place 2 zip ties right here. Alright, so right now the tensioner is tight and I can stick my little Allen wrench through that just fine. What we're going to do now is take the zip ties off. We're going to rotate it around. We're going to see what happens. Hopefully I got the timing right and didn't do the same thing that the previous owners did. Revolutions right there. Yep, everything is in time here. Let's go ahead and check on our tensioner. Now I should be able to push this right back through and out again. And I can't quite do that. Oh wait. It's real close. I think it's just a hair too tight. There puts us back in time. And again, this is still just a little bit too tight. Oh, there we go. That's the best one yet. So now, I'll just make sure this is tight without rotating this at all. So let's see. Okay, we're gonna try one more time. I can still get that through. Okay. There we go. That's perfect. This is what it should look like. Timing marks, both of these little dowels facing up. Here's the timing mark. You can see that little guy comes out there. The oil pump timing mark right here. And that's what your tensioner should look like. Just ever so slightly cockeyed to the left. On a 2G, they are rotated 180 degrees, 90 degrees. I don't know, something like that. Whew. That's a stressful part of this, getting everything timed right. It's really not that hard, especially without balance shafts, but it's still stressful. If you guys don't have one of these, I don't know why I never had one of these, but that was awesome. And then this thing, holy moly, that makes life so much easier. These two things, you could time one of these super easy. All right, so except for right now, which Matthew's here, but I'm typically working in the shop by myself. So you have to wonder, well, how do you torque flywheel bolts to 100 foot-pounds when you're alone? Well, I'll show you. I'm using the cherry picker and my big breaker bar. Just put it right under there. It is not going to lift it up. And boom, torqued all the flywheel bolts. Easy peasy. Done it a few times. Now I got to get that transmission, which is all the way over there, and put it here. So if you've never done this before, I'll give you a little insight into it. The bolt that you're looking at right here, that is one of the, I forget what this is called. I'll put it in on the screen. I don't remember right now, but it bolts to the torque converter. I'm going around and torquing these all to 18 foot-pounds. That's what the manual says. So basically you go through, and I already did that one. There it is. Put a bolt in. Okay, last one right there. All right, there we go. All four of them are torqued. look what just happened. Matt's like, oh hey, I have a big Milwaukee plug-in impact. And he got the bolts off. Cool, now I can put an exhaust on it. So at this point, that motor mount's in. The front one's in, the back one's in. I'm working on, I forgot this power steering pump bracket, so I'm working on getting that. So I can mount the power steering, so I can put this motor mount on. Yeah, the motor's in. It looks almost like a car again. Still looks like a pile of junk. We have a little mouse friend. Might actually get him on camera this time.
Not friend.
No, not friend. Not friend at all. Get out of here. He's just sitting there. Man, they run on these little beams and rods and stuff all the time. You should, like, bump it or something. Oh, there he goes. See? They go, like, all over through here. It's ridiculous. Alright, so it is currently 10 after midnight. And the car is pretty much back together. I have the battery out of it. It's charging over around the corner. Whew, duh. This thing was a lot of work. I'd never done AC anything like the belts and the tensioners and power steering pump. I've never had a car with that, so I hadn't hooked that up before. That took a while. I already had the battery in it and I tried starting it and it popped a couple times, but it didn't really do anything. I pretty much killed the battery. So I have it charging and we're gonna try it again. And this time I'll actually record. I can definitely smell fuel. I know we're getting fuel. The only concern that I guess I would have was if we're getting spark or not. I don't know anything about the coil packs and these spark plug wires are old. I have a new set, but I don't really feel like changing them out tonight. So I'm gonna give this battery another couple minutes over here and I guess we'll then try it again. I did try the pop-up headlights when I put the battery on and this one is super stiff. That's why the PB blaster is out. I was kind of hitting the hinges of it. And this one seems to be okay, but neither of them actually like popped up. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I heard the motors go, but like they didn't pop up. I think they might have just been stuck. This one's like really very difficult to get up. But there it is. That's cool. I have to just kind of take some of the plastic pieces apart and get at the hinges, get everything oiled up a little bit. I don't exactly know how these work. I know I have other ones at my house, but I've never looked into how they work.